the hell's
Not
that deer?
about
What's that
choosing.
deer behind you?
That's this?
Yeah.
That's Evie.
Um, now I see it.
And with a little suitcase. Yeah. The
From
little Pokeball.
Hey there, adventurers. Welcome to Let's Just Go podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kayla, and today is the last of our Epic Universe episodes for the foreseeable future. And we are talking about Celestial Park.
Yep.
Wow.
And we probably should explain a little bit more of what that means. So when you enter the
Yeah.
theme park, you're going through the chronos of entering this main portal, we'll call it. Um,
Yeah, that's
uh,
a good.
and so Celestial Park is the center of the theme park, full of attractions and stores and restaurants and bars. And then from Celestial Park is how you get to all of the other portals. So the theming, if you will, is exactly celestial, right? It feels very much like the world and the sky, and
The
but
stars and the
yeah,
moon. And
right.
yeah.
So hence the first attraction we're going to talk about, which is Stardust Racers.
Hmm.
Um, so in it, while it is off to the side. I know we just said Celestial Park is in the center. There is a roller coaster in Celestial
Yeah.
Park called Stardust Racers, and it's it's pretty intense. And there's two of them, and they race each other, hence the name. But you do go upside down corkscrews. Did we go backwards?
No, we did not go backwards.
No, no, I guess we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Did we? We got pulled back a little bit to start, maybe.
No,
No,
you're thinking of a different ride. I know what ride you're
apparently.
thinking of, but I'm not going to give any spoilers. But you're thinking of
Yeah,
something else.
I know in the other one, but anyway. So the we went on that first because that is
Yeah.
often open during extra park hours, early park admission, whatever the fuck it's called. Everybody calls it something. The extra hour you get if you're
Yeah.
staying on
Yeah.
property. So, what were your thoughts?
I liked it. I thought it was really fun. It was a smooth ride. I don't like going upside down. The upside down is very quick and very easy, thankfully. It's definitely the most intense ride in the
Yeah,
park
yeah,
by like a bit, but I
yeah,
thought it was a great time.
definitely the most thrilling. And the cool part here is that they're almost like they're dueling roller coasters. So
Yeah.
you are when you're corkscrewing and doing those flips, you're kind of intertwined with the other roller coaster. So it makes like it's in some ways distracting. So if you don't like upside down, you might be like not even paying attention that you're actually doing that because you're looking at the
Yeah.
other roller coaster that's passing you. So pretty cool and super cool at night because the only lights are really on the actual train. So it looks like stars, shooting stars.
Wow. Yeah.
And,
It's
and then
also hold on, wait, don't get ahead of yourself. It's the only attraction in the park that you go through a metal detector.
true,
So if
correct.
you're used to the other Universal parks, there are more metal detectors there. Thinking Rip Ride Rocket, Incredible Hulk. So you do need to make sure you put everything in your locker because if you keep your phone in your pocket, they're going to make you go back and put it in your locker.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
The nice part though is unlike those attractions you just mentioned, the lockers are beyond like you're kind of in line already and then the lockers
Yeah.
happen. So that
Yeah.
part's nice. Um, kind of like Velocicoaster.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
the other attraction, far less thrilling, Constellation Carousel.
You speak for yourself. Carousels are very thrilling.
I don't find them that thrilling at all, but I would say this is a good one. This is a good one
I liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun.
because you're either they have three wheels in in this main big circle, there's three wheels that also are simultaneously spinning as the main wheel is spinning. So
Yeah.
it's not like a nauseating like spin,
No.
but there's a lot more movement than the classic carousel. In fact, I actually liked this a little bit better. I think it maybe was less dizzying because it wasn't just a single, you just loop, 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 right? Because you kind of were like looking in different places and facing different
Yeah.
directions. So, um, yeah. And none of it touches the top, right? So it's all based on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's still like when you think of a normal carousel, the like stationary on the ground pieces. I feel like there are more of
The,
those
the
on this
bench,
than there are, yeah, than there are on like a standard carousel. The theming though is really great. It's like a bunch of different animals, which is really cool. And the music is just really whimsical, which is always a lot of fun. The line for us was pretty short, but the ride did go down for a little bit and we like left and came back. I don't know if this is one of those rides that stays open when the weather's bad because it's covered, but it is still technically outside.
right. I think we did notice it was down.
I don't
Maybe.
know. Yeah,
That could be
I don't
fake
know.
news, to be honest with
Probably.
you.
But it's a fun
So,
ride. I liked it.
and both of these attractions aren't really like in your face, so you could easily miss them depending on which pathway you're walking in the Celestial Park.
Yeah.
Um, so it's kind of nice to just happen upon something. It may feel a little bit out of place, but you're like, oh, like here's this. Um, but we can't. We'll quickly talk about there are stores in the Celestial Park, mostly by the main entrance,
Yeah.
kind of lined up on either side. So you have Other Worlds, Mercantile, Sensorium, Emporium, the Moonship Chocolaters, and Celestial Suites. I believe,
Yum.
yeah, Lens Flare, and North Star Wintry Wonder. So thinking like Christmassy stuff. So the first three that I mentioned are basically or the two of the first three that I mentioned, you can kind of walk in between them. So
Yeah.
they're kind of connected. And I think Lens Flare, Other Worlds Mercantile, and the North Star Wintry Wonders are on the right side when you enter. The others are on the
Oh,
left
yeah.
side, and they're connected. So, yeah. But you may have heard us talking before in the past that if you want certain specific merch geared towards the portals, you got to buy them in the portals. You are not finding Super Nintendo World shit in these stores. You're finding
That's true.
general Epic things or Universal themed things, Universal Studios generally speaking themed things. Um, and then even though there are even some Celestial Park specific theme things like that bear,
There are.
right?
What is his Captain Cacao?
Something like that. It's
Yeah.
kind of weird. It's kind of
Yeah.
weird, but
It's
um,
cute.
yeah, yeah. I think
But the
they need.
chocolate chop is delicious. So I got both macarons and chocolates from the chocolate shop and they were delicious. I didn't eat any of the chocolates. I gave them all to Brian because he can't have the macarons because he's allergic to tree nuts. But the macarons were delicious. And those you can only get there. So there's a variety of like only even in Celestial Park, only that portal specific things, which is
Right,
fun.
right.
Yeah.
And then again, I know we've talked a lot about eating and drinking there, but this Celestial Park has a
The
ton
bulk of the
of
food.
options. Yeah, and it's really pretty wild. So from anything from a booth that you can walk up and grab something real quick and eat fast, all the way to slightly more upscale, sit down, full service restaurants.
Yeah.
So we'll start there. They have two of them that are now officially open. So you have Atlantic, with a under the sea kind of theming. And then you have the Blue Dragon, which is a Pan Asian restaurant, serving, which is close to Helios, the hotel.
Yeah, it's like it
We
looks like it's connected almost.
It
It's
does.
not.
It does.
Yeah.
We did not try either of them while we were there, so we have no main opinion on them, outside of I love that they're there. I'd love to try them, but there was also so many other things to be eating. We had been eating all day, each day, so it didn't. sitting and eating a full meal wasn't really on our list of things to do. But if it is for you, we have heard reports from others that we know well who've gone to both saying they were very good.
Yeah.
So, and then there's the Oak Star Tavern, which is barbecue, but it's
It
also
smelled
kind of,
so good.
it did smell so good, but it's also connected to the Plastered Owl. And the Plastered Owl has drinks on their menu that are very much themed into this storyline that the bar has, which is basically all of these animals, this group of animals. There's like an owl, a rabbit, like there's 5 or 6 animals that get drunk every day in the woods. So that's
I'm going to look at the menu right now because I do want to know what the names are. And I know that they're on the menus now because
yes.
I'm sure they're ridiculous. Let's see. We've got the slowest loading website in the entire world. We've got Willowy Wood Highball, Witty Wolf's Breakfast Sour. Oh, that actually sounds really interesting. Rambling Raccoon's Margarita, Hoo Hoo Highball, Steel Drum Smash, Dapper Deer's Old Fashioned. Yeah, those are fun names.
And it was it was cool. It was nicely themed. So the Plastered Owl does not serve food, but you can basically move 10 feet over to a table and get food. They don't serve food at the bar, I should say. So
Yeah.
just something to consider. And then they have Pizza Moon, which we did experience as
Yeah.
well. If you listen to our overview on this, you've heard
Favorite
us talk about it,
episodes.
but basically make a pretty good pizza, average to slightly even above average pizza, and the people will come, right? So
Yeah.
probably the longest line we've seen. But the food came quickly and it was delicious.
It was really good. Yeah. I will say these are not personal pan pizzas. Like these are share them with other people size pizzas.
Yeah, 2 people can definitely share for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then on top of that, there's the Meteor Astropub, which you can get some quick bites. We did sit down there. We looked at the menu. It wasn't really for us, as I was.
We got up and then we went to Wizarding World.
Yeah. But more things like burger type things on
There's
the
fish and
menu.
chips.
Right. Right.
Yeah, burgers.
And then lots of quick serve type things. So booths, the Star Suey Bowl, and Comet Dogs. Star Suey Bowl, I think, is where I got the most amazing hot dog cheese contraption
Oh,
thing.
I think you're right. I think that is where it was.
Goddamn delicious.
Yeah.
The Bar Zenith, I believe, is where I got my frozen mudslide. That was delicious.
I
And
thought that was at the Tiki Bar.
oh, the Celeste Tiki. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
Yeah. I wasn't even with you when I knew that. And you're right. I did confirm. Star Subao is where you got your hot dog that was delicious.
Right. Not to be confused with Comet Dogs, which serves full
Which
regular
also
hot
has hot
dogs.
dogs.
Yeah.
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 That's the place that has the controversial carrot dog.
No, thank you.
Have you heard about the carrot dog?
No. What the hell is that?
It's literally a hot dog bun with a carrot. It's their like vegetarian option.
No. I don't care. Just don't.
That's
eat
what
that.
everybody's saying. People are buying it and like trying it for the sake of views on YouTube. And everybody's like, no, this is awful. What is this? You know, we have to blame for this Tabitha Brown.
Why?
Because she, during the pandemic, went viral on TikTok making her carrot bacon.
Oh my God. Friends.
Carrot is not pork, just saying.
It is not. It's
I will
not.
never
And I'm
replace
not shaming any vegetarian. In fact, there's amazing vegetarian dishes, amazing
Yeah,
ones. But some things should just not be transformed.
I agree. Yeah, absolutely agree.
So I would just forego the hot dog rather than eat a carrot in a hot dog bun.
Yeah.
So and then the last place, which we've talked about before, the Harry Potter not having ice cream, because out in Celestial Park, you can go to Frosty Moon and get ice cream, and they serve a few cookies and things as well. and the Frosty Moon is right next to the Celeste Tiki, so that you can get the parents can get their frozen mudslide milkshakes, and the kids can get their ice cream, and everybody can be winning.
Wow. Yeah.
This is a lot when
There's so much.
when we line them out like
Yeah.
that. There's so much, and there
Yeah.
are, but it also doesn't feel like that, right? And we said it's the center of
Because
the
it's all
park,
spread
so
out.
it is spread out. It's not this like jumbled place of 10 places to get food and 6 places to shop, and then a roller coaster's right in the middle. Like, it's not like that at all.
Yeah.
So
Also, Celestial Park is where the fountain is, like where the water feature is that does the show. So when we say the middle of the park, we really mean you walk in, you're in Celestial Park, and then you have to walk the, let's call it the circle perimeter of Celestial Park to get to the other portals. So it really is, you step out of a different portal and you're in Celestial Park.
right,
I keep wanting to like compare it to Disney things, but it's essentially the hub of Magic Kingdom, right? Like you're going from there into any other place. So you've got like where the stores are is sort of your main street, if you will, and then you're approaching the actual like hub. The difference is you don't have a castle in front of you; you have a giant hotel.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good analogy. And the only other difference is you can't go from portal to port. You can't, like in Magic Kingdom, you can go from
Yeah.
land to land
You have to
without
come
going
out
back
and
to
go
the
into
hub.
the
You
next
have to
one.
go into Celestial Park to get
Which
to
I
a
think is
different
why
world.
there's so much in Celestial Park. Because if you're like in Super Nintendo World and you're like, all right, I'm ready to go in to Dark Universe because they're next to each other, well, you can come out and run into Celestiki because it's right in front of you on your
Right,
way.
right.
I think it's genius. You're going to walk past Pizza Moon to get from one to the other. You might as well stop and get some pizza.
I agree. I think it's genius, and this is why I think it's almost like it's their version of Epcot, because I could just hang out. Honestly, I could just hang out in Celestial Park and move from each of these places and try different
Yeah,
drinks and food all day long.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Now I was already hungry. And now I'm just talking about all this delicious food. It's making me even hungrier.
yeah.
Wow.
I'm thinking back to that hot dog cheese thing that I had. That was
I know. How do
so
we
good.
replicate it is the real question.
I don't know, but I think the biggest takeaway here is just wrap anything in like baked cheese, and it's a win,
Yes.
right?
That's true.
Anything,
Yeah.
anything doesn't matter what it
Yeah.
is. Maybe even
That
a
is true.
carrot. Um,
Maybe that's what they did wrong. They needed cheese on the carrot
we need
dog.
to wrap it in cheese. Yeah, yeah.
I'd be more inclined to eat it for sure.
So I think as we wrap up, and you may not be listening to this in the order in which we record it, but this is our last, as Kayla started,
Yeah.
our last episode of it. I, after have spending 2 days there, I do love Epic Universe, right? It is a very different type of theme park experience that I don't think you can get anywhere else, but I, and I don't know if it's because it's new, but I can't wait to go back,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? And try all the things again, or something different on the menu, or whatever. But yeah,
And
sign
I
me
can't
up.
wait to go with people who haven't been
I
to
know.
see it through there. That's always my favorite thing about going to a
Yes.
theme park is going with someone who's never been and being like, all right, what do you think?
Right.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
you
I
just,
think,
everyone has to go. Just go.
yeah, if you if you don't currently have a trip planned, I get it because this has been years and years and years in the making and it seems like it I think that it seemed like it was going to be a lot more chaotic when it opened than it actually is. So I have friends that went over the weekend. So first full weekend in June and they were able to ride everything except for Ministry of Magic, Battle of the Ministry. And they weren't feeling overwhelmed and like they were rushing from place to place. So I think you're good to plan a trip. I don't think you need to wait. I think a lot of people were like, let's wait till 2026 and see how things go. I don't think you need to. I think if you want to
No,
go, go.
you got to go. Yep. Yep.
And, we're here to help you if you're interested in finding out about planning a trip. Maybe you want to get some ideas of different options that you have. If you're the kind of person who loves to go to Disney and this is the thing that's pushing you to finally make a trip to Universal, definitely reach out to us. We'd love to talk with you about your options, give you some of our feedback. If you haven't noticed, Chris and I are very honest people. If we don't like something, we're going to tell you. But until next time, let's just go.